Hey, welcome back to the site. I'm Trent, and tonight we're going to be tying the White Death. The White Death is a popular um, Zonker style fly. It is used to imitate baitfish. It's real popular in the Great Lake tributaries for steelhead and trout. So you can scale it up or down depending on what you want to fish for. Um, don't let the simplicity of this tie fool you. It is a very effective fly to fish and does catch a lot of fish. So sit back, enjoy yourself, and let's get into the tie. All right, so tonight we'll be tying the White Death, and I'm going to tie this on a 5263. So it's a 3X shank hook, fairly heavy. Let's get that nice and tight in there, just like so. Not quite level. There we go. So for material, you're going to need some white Zonker and a Mylar tube. So this is it's not the thinnest Mylar tube, but it's I don't know what size it is because I don't have it in the container anymore. So I just clipped off a section of it, and then I'm just gonna pull the interior out. So I'm just gonna slide this back just for sizing. I like to have a little bit to go past the bend of the hook, and then I'll clip off some more up here because I want to pull it tight when I tie it off. So we'll go ahead and start off. So the rear of this fly is going to have red. You'll need two threads to tie this. You want a red at the rear end. Almost works kind of as a hot spot, if you will. Think of it that way. And then when I tie off the head, I'm going to put a black head on this. So we just come through, just kind of capture that. And then kind of a loose collecting wrap. We can tighten it up. Just like so. Okay, now I'm just going to take this and scoot it out of the way. The next thing I want to do is get an idea of where the eye is. There's the eye right there. So what I can do is just kind of pull that down through there. That way it gives me an idea where I'm clipping it off at. So just come through, clip off your excess. Best you can. This just will make putting the head on and that cleanup at the end a little easier. You do it at this point. Now, you could get this same effect if you wanted to tie this with just Mylar and put the wraps in with Mylar. So it's looking a little ugly right now. We'll just pinch all that up nice and tight. And you just want that silver body because you really want that flash as you work it through the water. Okay. Somehow I kept missing that one little strand there. There we go. So once you kind of have that built the way you want it, got our body. Now we're just going to take our white Zonker strip and I'm just going to set it on top. Now see, that's going back quite a ways. I may not want to go back quite that far. You've got to be a little aware when you're fishing these how far back you go, because you don't want that tail to be able to loop in and bind around your kind of foul hook around itself. That looks good, and I've just kind of pulled the rabbit fur off the hide there. So we're just going to come in, give us a nice thread wrap black head. If you have some issues, you know, you can kind of work it down a little bit with your thumb if need be. Just do what you have to get a nice black head on your fly. There we go. And we're going to whip finish the head. Go ahead and clip that. Now, back here where I've got my red bobbin just kind of hanging there, I'm just going to separate that hair. Sometimes that's easier if you just switch fingers. You can get that to separate a little easier. Expose where the hide is, because I don't want to bind any of the fur down. And I'm just going to give myself a nice, you know, red hot spot back there. And then if you have a larger whip finish tool, or you do it by your hand, you just kind of come through and give that a few whip finishes. And that is it. So then the last thing I gotta do is just hit this with a little bit of Sally Jansen's Hard as Nails. I just like to roll it under. Let me get my bobbin out and get all these fibers where I want them. There we go. I just hit this with some Sally Jansen's and call it done. Just make sure you hit both wraps, the red and the black. So there is the White Death. It is a super effective fly and not terribly difficult to tie. I suggest if you're going after any fish that eats smaller fish, have a few of these in your box. They work great, and you work them like any other streamer pattern, or you can just dead drift them. All right, thanks for watching, and if you like this, please like and share with your friends.